Well, but a comfortable win in the end for Manchester United, and we end the season with a win. I'm happy that the season's finished. I think it was a season which United, I was just hoping would be over, and now it's over. It was a great win actually. Great to see the lap of honour from the players. Obviously, Johnny Evans, Ericsson, and Lindelof all leaving Manchester United. So shout out to them. Great service to the football club. But it would be typical of Manchester United for them to turn up in the game, which didn't really matter. And in that first half was probably one of the best bits of football we've played under Ruben Amorim. It was absolutely fantastic. Where was that in the final 4 days ago? I'm happy the season's over. I'm glad it's over. I think it was a season that needed to be over. I think Ruben Amorim knows that. As I said, he did his speech where he talked about how it's important for next season, and how United are able to challenge such hardships. But listen, it was a very convincing performance. I think, listen, he made some big decisions today. Garnacho not in the squad, Ahmad not in the squad. Sorry, not Ahmad, Onana not in the squad. Obviously Ahmad getting the goal. But there's some big decisions to be made, and it's a really, really big summer for Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. I think the summer is absolutely massive. Players that we get rid of, players that we keep. Does Bruno Fernandes stay? Probably now. But yeah, listen, it's fantastic to see some players get a send-off. I think Ahmad getting a goal. I think Ericsson deserved it as well. Lindelof, great servant, as well as Johnny Evans, being a great servant to the football club over two spells. I think it's very interesting to see how Manchester United played this game. As I said, it's typical of United to put in a performance like this when it didn't really matter. But next season is absolutely huge, and Ruben Amorim has some big decisions to make over players. I mean, there's some players that don't fit in, like Onana. I think he will go. I mean, Binder today, just such a crap goalkeeper. I don't know what he's doing with that. Like, that should be in a goal, and that goes against United. And if we were got fined for Champions League and that decision goes against us, we'd be absolutely fuming. And you can understand why the Villa fans were a very poor decision. But today, I thought we did all right. I thought defended well. Kept a clean sheet. Yes, they did go down to 10 men. It was a clear red card, by the way. Don't know what he was doing. He does have those moments of madness, Emi Martinez. And yeah, listen, the game kind of was in United's favour from that moment. We ended Aston Villa's UCL dream. But listen, overall, I'll be happy. I think the players are criminals, though, as I said. Turn up in a game which literally just doesn't matter. Like, no one could have cared about this game. And yeah, it was absolutely typical of Manchester United. As I said, Bruno was fantastic though. I thought his goal that he scored today, or the assist that he made for Ahmad, was fantastic. But yeah, listen, he said the good days are coming, and I'm hopeful that will happen. I think Amorim, you just have to give him time. I'm behind him, I back him full way. But yeah, let's see what happens. He said he wants to apologise, and listen, it shouldn't be him. I think it should be the owners. But yeah, listen, Manchester United win the game 2-0, and I think it will be very interesting to see what happens. The season's finally over, and I'm hoping that Manchester United will have an opportunity, obviously we have that post-season tour where the players will be jetting off today. It'd be interesting to see whether Garnacho goes to that, his position at the football club, whether he stays or goes. But yeah, listen, I'm so happy the season's done. We 100% need a goalie. Amorim talked about how the storm's over. On Amad Diallo, I think he has to play right wing back every single season. But yeah, listen, I think it's very important Ahmad plays right wing back going into next season. That is his position. He's absolutely fantastic at right wing back. I mean, the goal comes from right wing back. I think he's more effective at right wing back. But yeah, listen, the game is so much controlled by Manchester United. A goal by Ericsson, a great goal by Ahmad, and we finally get a win. As I said, 15th, I think we finished in the Premier League. Not the greatest, but let's move on, forget about the season. As I said, tour, we'll be covering all the videos for that. We've obviously got pre-season. But yeah, listen, Villa's done in Champions League. United get the win today, and let's see how we can build momentum going into next season. As I said, in Amorim's first window at Sporting, 25 players went in and out of the club. So it's going to be absolutely massive this window for United. And there's some interesting decision made by Amorim. He didn't bring on Ugarte. They did the last 2 games. He hasn't brought him on. leaving Luke Shaw, Onana, Garnacho all out of the squad. Obviously Xerxes, I believe, was injured, and so was Lenny Yoro. But yeah, interesting. Obviously Aiden Heaven went off today injured. Hopefully he won't be injured for too long. He is getting quite a few injuries, which I am getting concerned about. But we'll have to wait and see now what goes into next season with Manchester United, because yeah, listen, Ruben Amorim, huge season for United. I'm happy we got the win. There's some big decisions to be made. We were the better side on the day, deserved to get the win. We played some very, very good football in the time that we was on the pitch. Bruno, Casemiro, Ugarte, and not Ugarte, Kobe Mainoo when he came on, I thought did well. Ahmad, obviously Maswari went off, Delo went off injured, so we'll have to assess those injuries. But overall, I think it was good to see Johnny Evans get a standing ovation. I think we just know how poor Bayindir is. I mean, you can see by his performances in the United shirt. We have two very, very poor keepers. But yeah, listen, we move from here. Let's see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on what you thought about today's game. I think it was a very, very lacklustre season for United. But the fact that we ended with a win to positive, it's big for Manchester United going into next season. As I said, pre-season, we'll have some time off now. But it's going to be huge. But listen, there'll be players leaving, players coming in, and we'll keep you up to date. Thank you for watching.